I'm Tom Coughlin for the IEEE Consumer Electronics Society. I'm here with Dr. Koji Nakao, who is from NICT in Japan, and he gave a talk on using passive monitoring to detect security and infiltration of IoT devices in particular. So just maybe a couple questions to ask you about it.
Yeah.
How many devices do you need to have in order to be able to get to do the kind of detection, these honey traps and various things you need to have in order to be able to do the kind of detection that you were doing? Just how big an infrastructure does it take?
Thank you. It's a very good question, but not easy to answer.
Okay.
But in our case, our honeypot consists of more than 100 emulated IoT devices. But the maybe number of IoT devices may be larger, the better, of course. And we are trying to promote not only in Japan, but also we have collaboration with European country and United States to extend the number of IoT honeypot. So what is most important for us to make a very good infrastructure, not only using the existing IoT or security countermeasure, but providing such a kinds of honeypot, huge honeypot environment infrastructure all over the world. It might be very, very stronger than the existing or the countermeasure. So that is our strategy, and hoping to have increase the number of honeypot devices.
And what kind of advice would you give to somebody who's designing IoT devices in order to make them more secure? What would you tell them that they ought to be doing?
We have maybe we can categorize several types of IoT devices, as you know. And the device is very purely utilized by the human or the personal use. In that case, it's not so important. But device used for the important infrastructure, for instance, control the kind of infrastructure, the kind of volume, etc. It's very, very risky to be controlled from the outside. So the IoT devices, we are trying to select IoT devices which need to consider further to keep or protect more secure manner. And most of the cases, the IoT devices may consist of several components: gateway, a router, and data logger, and PLC, the sequencer, and sensor and accumulator. And try to make some kinds of configuration changes for especially for the gateway and data logger. As you may know, you know NICT. So bad guy tried to infect the gateway, but not easy to go inside.
So gateway is
Yeah. But some of the IoT devices already infected by the malware, only located inside the space. Why? Because if the gateway firstly infected by malware, and infection is internal infection was carried out. Yeah, exactly. So depends on the IoT devices, but we need to make some kinds of the security scenario, how to protect the kind of attack for each devices.
I appreciate very much. It was a very interesting talk, and thank you for joining us at ICCE 2018.
Panasonic.